Thousands of years ago, Native Americans once roamed the hills of the La Habra Valley. Known as the Tongva, the people of the earth, or more commonly the Gabrielino Mission Indian tribe, the resourceful Native Americans used the valley for hunting and gathering food, supplies, and medicine. Brea, which happens to mean tar in Spanish, bled tar from its rich hills back then, and the Native Americans often used the abundant tar for medicinal purposes. Historians know that the Tongva were highly advanced, and they used the natural resources of the California landscape to their advantage. In fact, at the time of Spanish arrival in the 18th century, the Tongva people were one of the most powerful Native American tribes in Southern California. The Spanish began blazing across California in the 18th century, introducing new diseases and disrupting the land along their way. The population of Native Americans declined rapidly. Although the Native American population was nearly wiped out by the arrival of the Spanish, the Tongva tribe survives today through descendants that preserve the culture and traditions of the tribe. The arrival of the Spanish ushered in a new age of European settlement in California that altered the course of history for what would become Brea. When the Spanish era in California came to fruition, Brea became part of the vast lands belonging to the San Gabrielino Mission established in 1771 by the Franciscan Padres. After Spanish settlement in California, the lands occupying Brea and its surroundings were then primarily used for cattle ranching. In 1829, a young man named Don Abel Stearns arrived in the Los Angeles area as a merchant. An astute businessman and cattle rancher, Stearns became one of the most influential and wealthy men in Southern California. It is in 1863, though, when Stearns played a direct role in Brea's history. He acquired thousands of acres of land in Southern California that included future Brea territory, which he leased to various sheep herders over several decades. In the decades following, oil wells began popping up in Puente Hills, sparking the Union Oil Company's interest in the Brea area. Brea was, at the time, one of the world's most plentiful deposits of oil, so it was no wonder that the company saw potential in the Brea Hills for oil development. So it was in 1894 that Don Abel Stearns sold 1,200 acres of land to the Union Oil Company, setting off an oil boom in the hills where Brea would eventually become a city.